There we go. Look at those 5-star. The harmonica, you can hear that in the background.
I think that's
this is going on for a little bit long.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is this gonna...
Guys,
Oh,
classic
we're
Splatoon
good,
3
we're
experience.
good. Are we good?
Oh, okay.
There's
Well,
one,
I
there's
DC'd
one.
just now, remember, guys?
There's one. There's two. There's two teams. You got all of them.
There we go. There we go. The brushes.
Rush battle, let's go.
Brush battle, as always. And 4 points of backline. So the only difference here is the try versus the
Basically mirror comp, but just a different try, different cooler weapon.
different cooler option, yeah.
But Akira going in here, getting flooded
Oh,
by the
that's a
Akira.
lovely that shot.
Yeah, trying to find the try now, not able to though.
Yeah, there was an attempt at a pinch on the left side, the left alley. It didn't quite work out, and now it's time for Final Seakening's own inkjet. It gets punished. No, it doesn't. But two players go down, and Six Nations are first on that Rainmaker. The brush comes back just a little too late and gets picked off, and I think this might actually be an easy first checkpoint.
That's the first check, but they do need their shot in the process. And
There we go.
Right, so.
Dodging that suction bomb.
Yes.
Kind of quite perfectly, yeah. So we see lots of fizzies here. You know, the last ditch effort will be quite live, and
yet.
not fully, but it'll have an effect. And they're going, legging it up top right, and there we go. The try actually takes it out. 3 down. It's time for Final Seekening to reset a little bit, and
but they're still got ball point. They're still ball point.
yeah, they haven't cleared everyone out. They're
cleared
trying to reset, but nothing seems to stick. They have a man down.
They're trying to clear it out, trying to get it out there.
Oh,
They pick up the Rainmaker, but they haven't cleared out mid yet. Feel to really kind of get anywhere with that Rainmaker, unfortunately.
And it's really dangerous. In particular, these brushes running at each other, making it hard for the front lines to front line properly. You can hear the crowd chanting. This is proper rugby stuff. Amazing energy from everyone in the front row there, actually.
Something to note, though, is that the person who moved to pick up the Rainmaker from the Final Seakening was the brush player.
Yeah. The brush player, sometimes teams like to get their shortest range players to pick up the Rainmaker, and then suddenly they have so much range. So they seem to have bows that they can switch in and out of. Six Nations going to push again, maybe to get a few more points on the board. But that is a really, really good Zuka, catching out the brush hiding behind that was ready to jump on the Rainmaker if necessary. And right now, Final Seekening's last ditch effort will be fully live. That is a surprising miss on the inkjet, and they have got it to 20. They've made it clear across the uninkable.
But there's only there was a brush that got one of their players, so again, they did lose members to that even after the Rainmaker went down. And there's, you can see the station still trying to get that push in though. Still holding so much pressure.
The brush rushing in and getting punished by a hiding ballpoint. I'm actually hearing the audio from the game slightly delayed and slightly early, and it's weirding me out. But everyone is back in mid. It's a lovely, lovely inkjet shot from the ballpoint there, and it's going to be neutral. It's going to be so neutral. They're trading specials. Nothing really is happening. People are going down left and right, but it really, really is up to Seekening to find something to unlock the defense on Six Nations.
Yeah, choosing the pop that kind of super managed to find the break on the push, but nothing really else comes out of that. So it's feeling like, and then Rush just comes back shooting in with the roller because they had cooler active. So it's very back and forth, very stalemating. They're not really giving the Six Nations a chance to push, but that's only 3 down now though. That's 3 down now.
They're going for it again. It's going to explode. Yeah, you know, I have to say, there's something really, really exciting about watching two coked up brushes run at each other repeatedly over and over again, and it's just what the fastest gameplay Splatoon 3 has to offer. That inkjet overextends and get punished, but the Rainmaker reset. Oh wow!
But the Rainmaker's back in mid. They have to go up. Giving that time to Final Seekening to try and get a bit more out of their spawn now.
Yeah, I feel like with these specials that are getting traded left and right, it's going to be a really, really tall order for Final Seekening to have any space at all. Six Nations are making it really, really hard, holding such a high line. And you know, while the commentary couch called for 2-0 to Final Seekening. I don't think that's happening here with the KO!
That is a KO though. On the
That was a
final.
really fast game. These guys have been top of Splatoon for such a long time. They know exactly how to handle the pressure, and you know, they just sat back and just waited until they could go forward, and then they found the W key and knocked the game out.
For sure, but the Final Seekening did have that good defense, managing to hold them off and not letting them get that knockout to the very end.
I
But
feel like against top teams like that, all you know, if even if you're a really good team and
Yeah.
you face champions, you really just not want to give them any inch of space. And you know, at the end there, when Six Nations finally stormed the base, that was such a hard-fought victory. Just being able to hold that line and slowly inch forward bit by bit. And here we're going to game 2 on Flounder Heights. So I don't know what we're going to expect from these guys, but definitely brushes are going to feature.
I expect the try still coming out from Ange because the try is still very good on this map.
Yeah, we can see Cooler, we can see Brush, hopefully. I love watching these brushes at it. It's just so good. We've got so many good brush players. Robbie is here as well, you know. And like, these guys, they've been at it. They know each other. They scrim each other all the time. They play with each other. And they're all readying up. So, dude is... Oh! Dude's written high. There we go.
But you know, I expect to see. I feel like we'll see kind of similar comps again. Probably just the one cooler weapon difference.
Yeah. I don't know if either of these teams prefer like purely backliney type of weapon, and I don't think they need to do that with the speed at which they run at each other. They're so willing to die. They get the cooler, they go in and they die, and then the brushes die anyway. Hey!
Yeah.
You know, it's always exciting to watch people like that. The willingness and the confidence with which they run forward and expect to get those kills. That is the truly exciting thing about really high level Splatoon for me.
Yeah, it's gonna be very exciting though because this map can be. You have to cap both zones, so it's like if you can stall it out, but again, as long as you cap one, you have that stall. But it's trying to get the other one if someone else comes behind you. There's these flank routes.
Whatever was going on there, we're going to Flounder Heights, and I genuinely hope that we see a really tough fight in the middle. I want to see them stall it out with each other. I want to see them really go for each other's throats. And they're so evenly matched. So let's go. Oh wow, and a custom jet and a wow. Okay, that's a proper backline.
Yeah, and like that's double rain. So
Double rain. Wow.
double rain. Oh, that's gonna be very interesting.
They're going to play the chip damage comps. You know, oh, Brush goes down instantly. And but, you know,
Try slosh.
deaths everywhere. And one last player there holding on. You can often stick in that cubby hole there and stall the zone for such a long time. So it is up to players to get Nima away from there. Nima finally jumps out. They're playing for specials now. They really need to retake. It's so hard to fight uphill for your retake, especially if you're a short-range weapon like Brush.
They have to watch Spore. Look up Spore sharping him.
Yeah,
Managed to get
Spore.
one.
There we go.
Managed
Spore
to
on the
put
Brush.
it on the wall. Akira still on the wall. Even managed to get that jump out. Akira actually going to choose with the hammer brush. That's very interesting.
Yeah, the hammer brush and Spore dragging attention away from the zone is such an important little bit of action there. Spore is, of course, really good at being a pain in the neck of all sorts of opposing teams, organized or not. So there we go.
This could
is
be the
such a
chance.
storm.
This could be Sinos getting a chance to actually get
Seekening finally put a penalty point, some penalty points on the board for Six Nations.
But that's not a huge push from the Six Nations. That's very little points.
Yeah, that's really stally. And now they have slightly slower comp, and they are probably going to end up relying on specials and raid. The first rain cloud comes out. Spore gets one around the corner. That's amazing. You know, when people say they like to play Flounder, and you still have to fight uphill for this, I wonder why don't they play more in towers and fight downhill instead. But this is such a good game. It shows, you see how securely each team has their zone. And of course, as I say that, Final Seekening is forced to dip out. So now we'll wait for them to retake. It's so slow, this sort of back and forth, everyone fighting for a handful of points at each time. There we go. Oh,
One down. One. Pod gets one with the place is good. That's two down now though, but they have to watch for IPS and Spore. Spore's there. Akira managed to get the trade, but Pod does go
it's
down.
jumps out and surprises Cod. And again, you see, we're back in this situation where each team has their zone securely fastened down, and it's really such a fight in
Look
mid.
at Spore though. Look at Spore again.
Yeah.
Spore's on the enemy side again. They have to really watch out for that because Spore's just gonna sit there and hug those walls if they cannot clear him out.
Yeah, Spore's now drawing attention away. Cod is dropped, but I feel like Spore is going to punish that.
And
There we go,
it.
and that happens.
It's 1 point though.
1 point, there we go, that's the
nice
lead.
Nice lead switch.
It has been such slow progress. This genuinely feels like an opens game with how, you know, it's a handful of points, handful of points, handful of points. Everyone all over the map, but that's how Flounder Zones plays. And, you know, if you're lucky, we'll see a game two.
But like, it's almost gone to 30 points now. This is like pushed by the 68.
Yeah, it's up to...
Final Seekening needs to find his way in to find at least stall the zone to give penalty points.
You see Akira attempting... Oh, 3v3 now. Akira gets people on the right side, and the Ultra Stamp. Ultra Stamp is a functional special, guys. That is...
But that's still 2 times though.
Can they cope?
That's
Akira with
still
the solo
they're-
cap on
they're-
the
they're
other
still
side.
There's still like Akira only on the one side.
Yeah, Akira is really holding it down in mid, just trying to stall both zones at once. Finally, oh, there we go. That distraction really works out. But you know,
That's still
Oh,
the 6
my.
control. 6 still has that control. Like this
Oh.
Final Seekening, although
Go
like,
for
Akira
it.
still has control,
I really wanted to
Look
fight.
at Express though.
Express is still up there, and I think this might actually...
might be game. This
Oh,
might be game.
oh, that's game.
Oh,
Nope.
no. Actually,
Where are we finding these things? What's
Where-
happening?
where-
Let's jump
where's
in.
Duncan?
Let's jump in.
Where's
Coolers.
Duncan?
Everyone's here. They're really not giving up. They have to
Spore.
watch. They have to watch for Spore and for
Spore,
Ibs.
Spore.
That's crazy. That's going to be game now.
I'm
Surely.
not sure.
Come
That's
on,
gonna be
guys.
game. Come on. Oh my god.
Oh
Dave.
my lord! And there we go. We're gonna report these guys for not playing objective. You know, they didn't play objective there. They wanted those kills.
Okay.
But that was a really nervy ending to that game.
Yeah, that zone was continuously stuck at 5.
Yeah.
There was like they couldn't get off it because one zone kept getting captured.
I
Another.
thought that the zone had filled and it didn't cap and it didn't cap and it didn't cap and it kept going, and these guys, you know,
There
it's
was
really funny that the
so
harmonica
much
gets out.
stall there.
Oh my god.
There was so much stall.
The solo stalls as well. Each of one player going in, one player going in and getting a zone all of a sudden, and then the cooler comes out. Everyone jumps in. Even though that was 2-0, I feel like, you know, if you give these teams a best of 5, I'd really like
sure.
to see how their stamina matches up tomorrow when they have to play these longer games or with much more at stake. Is that they're top of their group. They know they're going through to day 2, so I'd really love to see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Like that was such a great set as well. Like despite being at 2-0, there was not. It was so back and forth. You couldn't tell who was.
Amazing stuff.
Mhm.